Hello everyone, my name is Kasaya and I am a tarot reader. I'm here to share a more refined version of yesterday's reading, or part of the message, more refined, of my last video. So, if you have found yourself here, these messages might be for you. However, if they do not fit, do not force them. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. Alright, these messages may resonate for your past, present, or future. Place them where they fit, okay? All right, so I was able to sit with this, I was able to sit with yesterday's messages longer, like the cards, the cards that came through. And I was able to understand it from new angles, because I felt like I was kind of broadening something that is a little more condensed. Or I just wasn't quite getting something here. So, based off of yesterday's, there was the Hierophant. All right, we have the Seven of Cups that was in there. We had the Hierophant. There's certain cards that I got really strong messages from. I felt like the Hierophant, I felt like I wasn't tapping into it. Like I wasn't tapping deep enough into it. The messages from the Hierophant, weren't very refined. So I really wanted to get proper messages for you here. It was the Seven of Cups. Well, dang, the Hierophant's all the way on the back. Yeah, it is. The Hierophant. Those are the two main here, as well as the Ace of Pentacles that came through. Queen of Pentacles. So, you are no longer aligned with a value or a tradition. You need to reconnect with a value or tradition, and a new value or tradition is being formed. It's all three of these things happening at the same time. Okay, there's something that has played its part, and you are no longer in need of whatever this value or tradition is. There is something that you do need to reconnect to that you've kind of been lost from. Okay, and there is something brand new coming in, the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. All right, this could also relate to your energetic or spiritual role in life, as the Hierophant here can be a significator of a person of higher or evolved status, like a priest or a monk, or it could be a CEO, though that's more typically emperor territory. It could be a CEO of a spiritual or a holistic business, experience, or opportunity. Okay? As I said in my last message, in the last video posted, you are no longer aligned with an old identity. That means any role, position, placeholder you once adopted has been successfully fulfilled. Okay? And you have outgrown an old container. It doesn't mean that the container was wrong or was bad. It just means it served a purpose when it was needed, and you or others are no longer in need of that specific container, whatever that value or tradition or role or position. It's no longer necessary. You have fulfilled something, or it has fulfilled. Like you have fulfilled something, or the position, the role, etc., has fulfilled something for you or for others. Okay, you are. I think you were zooming out too far, as I had gotten yesterday with the with it being collective and stuff going on worldwide. I feel as though you have been zooming out too far, focusing too much on the big picture, like going too big picture with things. Okay, causing your energy to be scattered into places that it is not best served or received. Okay, you are focusing on problems that are not yours, overextending yourself to things that do not serve you. All these things. He's not looking at the Ace of Cups. He's looking in this direction, right? Yeah, he's looking over here. And that's where the energy has been, right? The Seven of Cups. You're focused on work, on the state of the world, on your friends' problems, on your neighbors' problems, giving your energy to everyone but yourself. Okay? This overextension of your energy with this Seven of Cups here can also be related to people's opinions as well. Okay, opinions of what you can or should achieve, how and when. Opinions of what you are worthy of, how and when. Of what and how you should be, when you should be it. Of what you should look like, how and when. Who you should love, how and when. What you should strive for, how and when. What you should and should not react to, how and when. When the reality is you should be focused and move through what you believe, how and when. And it's funny because we have the King of Swords here. Focusing and moving through life based on what you believe, okay? You finished a pattern of this type of overextension. Yesterday's reading was about there's some sort of pattern that's threatening to pull you back, or that's trying to pop up to pull you back, because there's a purging process that's happening because you are moving forward, right? This doing and saying things in the way other people expect or feel comfortable with in the time that they see fit. Society has built itself to cater to the other, okay? To give yourself away and leave the self behind, perpetuating this endless cycle of unhappiness, of confusion, struggle, stress, and feeling lost in the world. It's this suffering, right? It's like this feeling of doom because you are leaving yourself out of things, right? Causing a disconnection from what you truly believe, from who you truly are, from what your higher power is, and the guidance of that which you believe in, okay? With brief intermissions, having this perpetuated cycle of suffering, with brief intermissions of what feel like clarity, but are really just careful constructions of success, of what success is through the eyes of the other, through the eye of the old earth paradigm, okay? This old paradigm, old philosophies, old traditions, old constructions, okay, that have been crumbling for some time now, okay, that have been, that people have been becoming disillusioned from. All right, these brief intermissions that people get to feel like they have clarity and like everything is balanced, it's just a careful construction, right? Because then it very shortly thereafter falls through, because it's constructed on other people's opinions and other people's ideas of success, ideas of what is wrong and what is right, quote unquote, okay? It's kind of deep shit. It's deep shit. And when you focus too much on solving other people's problems and breaking their cycles for them, you soak up their barriers, their limitations, and their warped perspectives like a sponge. Okay, their blockages become your blockages. You unconsciously begin to let their self-limiting beliefs limit you. You become unreceptive to your own expansion, to your own opportunities, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. The mind, with that Eight of Swords, the mind loops on the perspective of expectation and desire for understanding from the external world. This is what that causes, all of that confusion and the unhappiness, okay? Not focusing on the Ace of Cups, what truly matters, what the heart truly wants, what's truly aligned to the heart, the soul, okay? The loop causes this energetic weight that seriously feels like a wet blanket of like a scratchy material. And you know, it's like an itchy material. I don't know if it's supposed to be soft, but it's not soft. I don't know what material it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. It's not soft. And that's what it feels like. The loop of the expectations and the desires for understanding of everyone outside of you, of everything outside of you, of the matrix outside of you. Okay, it's a wet blanket, and the water hardens, the vessel becomes stiff, and the heart chakra begins malfunctioning under the burden of the wet blanket that's going on with the loop over and over and over again. It becomes unbearable, and for you, it did. In the past, it did, and you chose to shift out of this old paradigm. of this perpetual cycling of suffering. All right, because you are seriously tired of this heavy shit. And this heavy shit is the exact old cycle that is threatening to pull you back at this time, to get you confused again, to get you feeling lost again, stressed again, scattered, okay? The Ten of Wands kind of feeling, the unnecessary obligation to the entire world, the weight of a wounded healer, the archetype of the savior, not the hero, but like not the shadow of the hero, but the shadow of the caregiver, okay? The guilt of the wounded warrior who can also be viewed as the hero. You are not here to be the backbone of outdated beliefs, okay, and limitations. You are not here as a building block of the matrix. You are here to transcend and integrate your generational and past life wounds in order to help guide a human collective, a portion of the human collective, through rising of their vibrational alignment on this planet, to raise the vibration of humanity. Okay, you are tasked with the truth of the light. And this old cycle is riddled with illusions, programming, and expectations of the lower dimensions. Okay, you are rising up at this time, so it is only Matrix's protocol for this old cycle of perpetual suffering to test you as you step into the new structures, the new traditions and values, the new identity. All right, the more light you spread in truth, from authenticity, from speaking up for yourself, for speaking up for others, the more shadow you face in illusion. Okay, internally and externally. This is duality and polarity, where both sides are doing internal and external. Duality and polarity. This is balance, okay? And there's something strong here about Libra energy. And in that, I mean the scales of justice. There's something about the natural order of things, of the universal law of things that's present in this duality and polarity. Okay, that's present in this shifting into the new paradigm. It's as though things are being balanced out. Justice is being served, and this is energetically, spiritually, collectively in humanity. All right, that's pretty fucking big energy, and that's what I was able, when I was sitting with this yesterday's messages and yesterday's cards. And this is the extra message that pulled through. Okay, it felt a lot more fitting for this Hierophant than what I was struggling to express yesterday. Okay, what else do we have on this energy, Spirit? Is there anything else we have on this energy? Okay, so you're in this transitionary phase, and there's a lot of karmic residue, okay, on the walls, and it's trickling down, it's melting, and because of, it's like you're cleaning the residue off the walls, and as you're cleaning the residue off the walls, it's like more is kind of pushing out. Okay, that's the purging. More is pushing out, and you're having to scrub harder. You're having to scrub harder. It's because you're having it, and by that I mean you're having to be more focused. You're having to be more attentive to the shadows and the illusions as they crop up, to the programmings and the conditionings coming from you and coming from other people. Okay, you're having to have a balance perspective on both yourself and the other, and how you are relating and projecting. How both people are relating and projecting, okay? It's like being very mindful of the duality and the polarity, and working through that and keeping yourself focused through that. That's heavy shit. That is, that's not easy work here. But this is what you must do in order to really bring your vision really ground your vision, okay? Whatever spiritual vision, whatever future vision, whatever it is that you have for the collective of humanity, whatever it is that you want to do, what part you want to play in uplifting the vibration of the human collective. Okay, this is what you are focused on. This is what you're going to have to stay focused on. This is work that you're going to have to do to ground this vision. Okay? It's really powerful. It's like you're becoming some sort of spiritual leader here, okay? A guider. It's guiding people through elevation. Okay, lack in reverse. Yeah, the old cycle is of lack. That cycle and dishonor. Yeah, this old cycle of it's like disrespecting the self and allowing others to disrespect your standing. Okay, by allowing yourself to be placed into the illusion, by accepting the opinions of others, perpetuating this cycle of unhappiness, by scattering your energy in all the places that it doesn't fucking matter. You know, what other people think you should achieve, who you should be, who you should love, yada, 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 okay? You're moving out of this. You have been moving out of this. You walked away from this, and now as you are entering this new, role, as you are taking place, you are taking your seat in this new role, as you are rising to the occasion, well, the shadow is going to rise equally to try to pull you back down, okay? It's going to be reaching for you. This lack is going to be reaching for you. It's going to be like this call to disrespect yourself, disrespect the growth that you have had, disrespect your position. And it's something that you get to choose whether you do this or not. It doesn't matter if other people are playing into this. And the thing is that most of the time, most people don't understand that this is what is going on. They're not conscious. They're not conscious of the energies that are working through them at all times, okay? And because of this, you cannot make this process externalized. Even if there is external factors to it, even if it's mostly external, you cannot externalize it. You have to work with it on the inside. You have to maneuver, you have to organize external energies in order to stay on your path. This is like a consistent, constant mindfulness, organization, okay? Understanding what is yours and what is not. It's deeper than that, though. It's even deeper than that. It's, yeah, it's like constant monitoring of your own shadow and the way that your shadow is affecting other people's shadows and the way that other people's shadows are affecting your shadows and the way things are coinciding. It's being constantly aware of that and choosing to not allow the shadow of yours or others to override this new role, this new value, this new tradition. Okay? Anything else, Spirit? It's powerful shit. Home, the identity. Okay, you're no longer identifying with lack mindset. You're no longer identifying with a lack paradigm. You are rising up with the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You are rising up into an abundant mindset, into an abundant paradigm. You have shifted. It's not just like a quantum leap or a timeline shift. There's a paradigm shift that you are moving through at this time. You're moving into the what they call the New Earth paradigm. And you can't take other people's opinions with you. You can't take the savior complex with you. The wounded healer, the wounded warrior, the shadow of the caregiver, of the hero. You can't take these things with you. Okay? The only thing that you can take with you is the new. We have present and prediction. Sustainability. There's something, yeah. You have to stick with what you have to stick with your current experiences. You have to stick with what is going on in the present. Anything from the past cannot go with you. It cannot go with you, because if you carry the past into the present, you're going to end up with self-fulfilling prophecies, okay? You need to focus on that which is here and now and future. What you are creating, what you are experiencing, your observations from here on out. Not observations based in the past, not observations of the past. Strictly what is here and now. Sustainability and the Seven of Pentacles. You are building something that is extreme distractions. You are building something that is extremely sustainable. That is something of that is not going to be depleted. This is something that is not to be depleted. This is a position that is going to be very stabilized, very structured, okay? You're taking actions, or you're being guided to take actions to maximize your energy and your efficiency, okay? And giving to this again is draining your energy. Where did I put it? This overextension of yourself. This puts you into the 10 of Wands. It completely drains your energy. It completely exhausts you when your energy is scattered to other people's opinions and the past and illusions of yourself and others, okay? You have the ability right now to meet your current needs. You have all of the resources. The Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant. You have all the resources you need. You have all of the knowledge you need. You have all of the wisdom you need. If there's anything that you are wanting to teach or you are wanting to guide, you are ready for this position. And this old structure is trying to distract you from your position. And we have mute. Okay, quiet these voices. Quiet that which is trying to distract you. Whether it's the pattern specifically, or whether it's people from the past, whether it is habits from the past, whatever it is, the distractions need to go. They need to be turned off, okay? You need to wash your hands of that which is not aligned with the present value and tradition. That which you need to reconnect to, and that which is new coming in, being formed. Okay? There's something for you to uphold, to be there's something for you to be sure of here. There's no room for doubt and lack. This cycle is wanting to cause that of you. The shadow that you have left. Okay, we all have shadow and we all have light, but the shadow that you have left behind, what you have grown from, integrated, healed from even, this is what is trying to distract you. Now you have to be steady, and you have to be steady, you have to be patient, you have to be persistent in your new values and traditions, in your new rituals or spiritual routines. You have to be consistent in your leadership in order to not come back. And this is especially internally. This is self-discipline. Okay? This is not allowing yourself to become distracted by old illusions and patterns. Okay? You need to use your resources, your energy, your time, your money, your focus and attention. You need to use them in a way that preserves them. Okay, I think the Four of Pentacles came up yesterday too. You need to use these things. Anything physical, material, energetic, this needs to be preserved in order to go the distance, okay? So you can't be giving to these things. You can't be giving to old cycles. And I know you're aware of this as well. You're aware of what the old cycle is. You're aware of what the triggers are. You are aware of what the shadow is within the self and within the other, no matter who it might be, okay? And so this awareness, you need to stick to it. You need to be very mindful. You need to be very watchful of these things in order to build what it is that you are trying to build, okay? You are steadily rising to the occasion here. And it's meant to be this way as well. Have patience. If there's anything that you are trying to rush, do not. Because if something gets rushed at this time, it's going to give you room to be distracted, to fall into the illusion, to trip up. Do not allow yourself to be tripped up. Stay focused on where you are going, what you are building, the new. Anything new, and what you need to reconnect to. You need to focus as well to reconnecting to, there's some sort of value or tradition that needs to be reconnected to, okay? Yeah, but that's the, shoot. As all the cards fall on the floor. 1 second. Sustainability somehow is still on top. Tools, sustainability. This is your resources, your time, your money, your energy, attention, and focus. Those are your tools, okay? Use them wisely. Organize them consistently. There's something about being very level-headed, very mindful, especially of the shadow. Like the shadow, like you need to have one eye on the future and the new, and one eye on the shadow of the self and the others. Okay. This is balance. Okay. Spirit. Ooh, here we go. Oh, we have the activation. There's an activation taking place. This is an activation of some sort of spiritual role. This is an activation of some sort of leadership position, or some sort of teaching position, some sort of guidance position, okay? You are being activated into a new energy, or a new worldview, a new, like a new sense of knowing, a new like consciousness, a new spiritual structure. One second. Activation taking place in whatever way that may have resonated. Excuse me. For confirmation, there's activation taking place. Okay, so you cannot be distracted while this activation takes place. Otherwise, the momentum will be sullied. Sullied? I never use that word. Sullied? I don't know the definition, but it feels like the wet blanket. The word sullied feels like a wet blanket. There we go. Ooh. I don't think I've ever, I've seen this one time. Number 25. Let's see, where's my book? That's kind of cool. I see a lot of spirals in here. Number 25. Ooh. That gave me goosebumps. This is the healer card. You are taking your what's activating right now is some sort of initiation into your divine right, your divine position of being a healer. As I had said, where is it? Oh yeah, as I had said, you are here to transcend and integrate your generational and past life wounds in order to help guide a portion of the human collective through a rising of their vibrational alignment on this planet, which is kind of like what this feels like right here. Okay, let's get into it. Empath, juxtaposition, deep feeling, embrace, fortitude, transmutation. Understanding is the great healer, and empathy teaches us to understand. Healing traditions all around the globe practice the art of reconnection. To the Creator, to ourselves, or to others. In reality, we are never actually disconnected. The idea of this division, in all the ways it may appear to you, is an illusion to be repaired or transitioned. Again, duality and polarity. These things, it's like that, but it's a balance. They all coincide. The internal and the external of yourself and others. It's like this, it's this constant circle. It's the human consciousness. It's this wholeness of the self and the other. Okay, this interconnection of that which is within and that which is without, that which is above, that which is below, that which is light, that which is dark, that which is peace, that which is chaos. It's all interconnected. Okay, how can you look at the subject at hand from a new vantage point? Cultivating your empathy by tuning in and asking to feel what others feel can transcend words. It creates a bridge and a bond that strengthens everyone. You are a healer. What do you need to heal? Okay, this is some sort of cycle, and this could very well be generational or past life. Okay? This is something that you are consistently working or needing to consistently work at integrating and healing, okay? And you doing this work, this is where you are going to be able to help others. You are helping others to break out of this cycle, this perpetual cycle again, of unhappiness, of feeling lost, of confusion, of struggle, of stress. Okay, you are raising the vibration of others through healing of your own cycle and guiding others through that. Okay, you are not, it's like you're not above this cycle, you're not above the wounds, you're not above this healing. You are doing your part and helping guide others through that. You are teaching through experience. You are teaching through your own life experience and your own wisdom. Okay? Through your own integrations and your own healing work that has been done. That is what you are teaching others from. You're not teaching others from a book or from a webinar. You're not teaching others from a place of worldly understanding. You are teaching others through a place of empathetic understanding, of life experience, understanding that has been gained through doing the work, the Seven of Pentacles and the sustainability card. You have built this. You have created this. You have created yourself. Some sort of new role, new position, new tradition. Okay? That is beautiful. Okay, and I think I'm going to end it there. So I hope that this found everyone that it was meant for. I hope it found you in a very open and receptive state. If you are drawn to the way that I interpret my messages, or you are called to me, guided towards me as a personal reader, I do offer personal energetic readings for $45. I will have my email in the YouTube bio if you feel drawn. Do not be afraid to leave a like and a comment if you resonated, okay? If this message resonated with you. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.